everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a seasonal chakra reading for each star sign. So as we're going into September, obviously the autumn period, this will cover September, October and November. And basically what I'm going to do is put the chakra stones in a bag, and then I will pick one out, and that will obviously tell you what you need to be focusing on regarding your chakra over that season period. So the cards I'm going to be using for the readings, which obviously I've premeditated on the cards as I normally do for most of my readings, are the Colette Baron Reed cards. I've got the Good Tarot, the Enchanted Map, the Wisdom of the House of Night. Those are all Colette Baron Reed's decks, and obviously I'll put the links below. And then I have the Universe Has Your Back deck by Gabrielle Bernstein. Those are decks that I've used in my previous readings. I've also got the Moon Goddess Affirmation by Terry Foss, and these are lovely cards which I will be doing as a random pull at the end of the readings. And then for the animal medicine cards, because obviously it's to do with chakra and what you know, the influences around you, I've got the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit by Kim Kranz. So this is the first time I've used this in my readings. And I've also got a new deck which is Whispers of Healing, which obviously ties in, I think, with the actual chakra readings, and that's by Angela Hartfield. They're quite big cards, these are, and the artwork, as you'll see as I go through the readings when I pull this card out, that's associated with each sign. The artwork is absolutely beautiful, and the artwork's by Josephine Wall. So that's what I'm going to be doing with these readings, guys, for you on this occasion. Like I say, they are sort of seasonal chakra readings, so I'll be doing one for winter come December, which I'll be through for December, January and February, and then obviously I'll do the spring ones, which are March, April and May, and then I'll be doing the summer chakra ones, which obviously are then June, July and August. So that's just yeah, you know, the quick outlook on explaining what these readings are about. So yeah, like I say, this is going to be the chakra reading, and now I'm going to be looking at the star sign for Libra. So what I'm going to do is, obviously we've got the chakra stones here, the root chakra, the sacral, the solar, the green is the heart, blue is the throat, purple third eye, and in this set the crown is the clear. So I'm going to just put those crystals leaves into this little pouch, and then we'll give them a little shake up and see what one comes out for you for the autumn period. Just give this a little shake up to see what chakra stone we've got for our lovely Libras. Just have a little ferret around in here. And we have the solar plexus. So I'll just place that there for a second. Put those out the way down there. So my lovely Libs, as I was explaining, I'm using the Animal Spirit by Kim Kranz, and these are like medicine cards. And how these work on the chakra readings, the first card that will come out will be the animal medicine card that you've come out of the summer period with. I'm just going to move this card out the way, because obviously this is my little bit of poetry that I meditate on, because I premeditate on the cards and then my poetry comes, and I'll read that towards the end of the reading. So the first card for you then, this is the energy of the animal medicine card that is leaving you from the summer months, guys, and it is the Nightingale, and it is the alchemical sign for air, which is obviously Librans, they are air signs. So when I look at that card there, to me it feels like the summer months, you were sort of asking for answers on certain things. Now, whether that would have been your career, your relationships or your health, because obviously it's, you know, depending on whatever Librans are watching this, where the main focus was, where the issues were over the summer months, then I just feel that the nightingale was the spirit of the nightingale, because obviously those birds sing in the evening, and I just feel that you were putting out, sending signals out to the universe, asking for answers, basically, guys. Now, whether that is answers of, am I in the right relationship? Am I in the right job? Am I actually, with my health? Can I get some answers from the universe, to help me with my health? And this is what I'm feeling here. So I'm just going to open this up a little bit further. And we have conclusion. So when I look at that card, guys, because it's like chapter 1, and then we've got the end. So like I say, it's like you needed closure of something in the summer period. You were trying to find closure or answers for certain things, like I say, whether it was health related and you'd been going around the medical system, trying this medicine, this pill, and just going round in circles with your health. And then, you were sort of at a point where you were so low, and you was actually saying, like, to the divine and the universe, please send me some guidance on this. Please give me some closure on how I can address this. And the same on relationships, or any aspect really, Libs, where I think that you were, desperately wanting answers for something to give you some kind of closure. Like I say, it could be on a relationship link for some of my Libs, and then again it could be on a health related issue, and also it could be to do with work as well. So but whatever the issue was, it was really affecting you in your stomach region, because obviously the solar plexus area is connected with more or less just slightly above the sacral, but it's obviously still connected with the stomach area. So obviously all these things that were going around you in the summer months were affecting you in the gut area, making you feel like sick, really, like with worry. That's what I'm getting now. I'm getting the word worry's just been thrown at me. So you have had some issues where it has caused you some concern and some worrying issues, and you've desperately wanted, the answers from the universe, with the nightingale spirit animal medicine card coming in as we go at the start of September into the autumn season. So I'm just going to open this reading up a little bit more, guys. And here we've got Wandering Circus. So this is now the energy that you're going into in the autumn for this chakra read. And I'm glad to say that, Libs, there's a new cycle here. This is a new moon. And as we can see here, all this turbulence, with the ocean turbulence, you're being lifted up now. You are being lifted up, and for the first time in a long time, you're starting to feel more like yourself, and you're sort of at a position where you can actually see now. You sort of had some of those answers and a bit more clarity, because obviously she's quite raised up here, and she can see far and wide, and that's what I feel, because coming into the autumn, guys, it's quite a lot of dark. As I say, the nightingale is associated with a bird that sings on an evening, and obviously it's just here that you were in this darkness, sort of struggling a little bit for answers, but it's saying as you go into the autumn, guys, then you're going to be in a better situation where you can actually see now the things that you need to address, and it is a new cycle for you. So I do feel you're leaving this turbulent time that you've had in the summer months, guys. So I'm just going to open the reading up a little bit more, and we've got Justice. So for this card, the Justice card here it's like justice for yourself. Like I say, you've had issues in the previous months where you've needed some kind of closure or answers to sort these things that, you know, were worrying you. Because I just feel like, you know, stomach tied in knots kind of feeling for some of you Libs. There's been quite a lot of worry and anxiety in the summer period, you know, that you were really seeking answers for, and sort of some of you felt actually lost, you know, to a sense of, because of all the darkness, you know, that I do feel that as you were coming in from, you know, you had some really dark, depressing times, Libs. And if any of you haven't seen my August and September general reads on the channel, because obviously I'm quite a new channel, it might be worth just checking on those, because it sort of like pulls in again with the darkness, because I feel like my Libs this year have really suffered quite a lot of anxiety, stress, relationship issues, health. But you know, I just feel health more than anything with the Libs for this year, that they've had. It could even be to the fact that some of you needed justice, where you've been wrongly judged for something, or you've had the wrong treatment given you, and, you know, or you haven't been awarded what you were entitled to. And finally, at last, I feel as you go into the autumn on September, October, November, this is when you're going to get your answers, guys. Because some of you, you know, you still might be waiting to close the chapter on something, and you're still waiting for, you know, even some legal things to come through to confirm that you've won whatever case that you've put forward. You know, so if that's somebody who's got health issues and obviously trying to get the right benefits for their health, and they've had to go through the system of mandatory, you know, and tribunal with the, you know, the social aspect of the people who pay this money, and you've had to, you know, battle and fight your case really, and say, look, you know, I've got these health issues, I can't do this on a daily basis. And this is what I'm feeling now on some of my Lib links here, and it's saying, guys, whatever it is you're waiting for, you are going to get justice on this. So just be mindful that the autumn will bring those answers for you. I'm just going to open this up a little bit more now, and we've got true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. Because obviously, if it is health related, then we all seem to know hopefully what triggers are, you know, for us to suffer our health issues. Anxiety and stress related, you know, that could be like a work trigger. You know, that, you know, if you find yourself in a stressful situation at work, can cause a trigger then to make you feel, you know, that you're suffering the stress and anxiety. So it's saying true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings like live below these triggers. So it's basically saying to learn what triggers, what actually triggers you into, you know, feeling that stress or feeling that anxiety. And then once you can try and find out what your triggers are, guys, then you can put the healing in place, you know, not to get to that far for that trigger to spark, to make you spiral or feel like that. I know it's hard sometimes. I mean, you know, that we can't control some things. I mean, you know, if you suffer social anxiety and you find yourself in a situation where, you know, you're in a position, say you're surrounded by a lot of people at a certain function, and then all of a sudden you start to feel like everything's closing in on you, then obviously, you know, that would be, you'd know that would be a trigger actually, saying that though. If you knew you were in a situation and then, because obviously you feel your heart starts to quicken and you think, I need to get myself out of here. So you're sort of acknowledging that trigger then before it actually flicks a switch for you then to sort of like, you know, so that's what I'm trying to explain there. So I'm just going to turn over, this is one of the new cards, the Whispers of Healing Oracle cards that I mentioned in the introduction, and we've got flow for you guys, Libs. So like I say, it's just saying as the autumn period comes into fruition for you, you will feel more, you know, that you can go with the flow, not so feeling so stressed. Because, like I say, because it's like a learning curve. I think autumn's going to be a learning curve. Because you've got your sort of, you will get your answers, what you've been searching for in the summer months, whether that is, like I say, fighting for, you know, justice for what you deserve payment-wise, or, you know, any other issue really that you feel like you've needed answers for. You will get some of the answers back for those in autumn. That sort of allows you then to sort of go with the flow of, you know, the next stage in your life. Because I do feel there is going to be some closure here for some of my Libs. And it's just saying, as you go into autumn, you'll feel more relaxed. That's what I feel. You'll just feel more relaxed, and your life can flow a bit more easier. That's what I feel. Your life can flow a bit more easier, having some of this knowledge that you've gained, and then having the, you know, you winning your cases or whatever that may be. But I just feel like a health link here with my Libs on this reading more so. But like I say, it can be, you know, if you've had relationship issues where you've wanted closure, you know, you didn't understand why the relationship broke down, and, you know, for your own well-being really, that you needed these answers so you could put closure on that relationship, and then, you know, rise yourself above it, and then carry on, you know, with your life basically. So I'm just going to have a look at the animal medicine card that you will be leaving the autumn with. So this will be like the end of November. So obviously you came in with the Nightingale animal spirit card, and you will be going out with the Scorpion. Now this is a alchemical sign for fire. So I do feel you will have that spark of life back in you guys, where you've been in this sort of dark, depressive time in the summer months, where you've been trying to get closure, answers, you know, so much busyness going on in your own headspace. You're going to feel more in power. I just feel you're going to get the answers, like I say, through the autumn, for you to start then in the winter season with more clarity, more vision of where you're going to. And if you can see, look, you know, like the darkness that was surrounding as you came in, you've got more light around you now. You can actually see more, you know, more focused. So, you know, that is a positive sign for you. And I just feel you're going to lose this worrying sense that you know, this is what the autumn's going to work on with your solar plexus, where all this anxiety and stress and worry, you know, you were contained in your stomach area. Then, guys, just know that will, you know, you'll feel a hell of a lot better as you come to the end of November, and know that as you go into December, you're going to be, you know, in a more controlled, more energized. That's what I feel. I feel that now. Looks like it's just like you've been energized. So it's a really positive reading. This is Libs. You know, because I know that, like I say, from my August and September readings as well. I just feel that, you know, that anchor was still there, you know, some of the depression was still there. But like I say, as you're going to sort of October, November, then through that autumn season, you are going to get, you know, answers, and that'll help you rise above whatever has been troubling you in the summer months. So I'm just going to do a quick shuffle now of these Moon Goddess affirmation cards, just to have a quick look what comes out on these for you guys. But yeah, Libs, that's really positive to think that, because I know, like, picking up from you in the previous months, it's been hard, and like I say, you have been desperately wanting answers and an understanding. That's what like an understanding of what's been going on around you. you know, because I think Libs like things in black and white. They need to know, you know, why has that happened, why has this happened, and that's why, you know, like the black and white there in the book, you know, you like to see it for yourself, to read it and understand it. And that's going to be, like I say, you will get that, guys, in the autumn period. I'm just going to have a quick look what we've got here and have a quick read of what we've got on this one. We've got, I will use my talents and abilities. But again, if we look here, we've got a new moon, which reflects lovely with this one. And for this, I just feel, by looking at the picture, it's like looking back at the past. And I just feel, like I say, you are going to get answers from things that you've been, you know, asking for the universe. And it's a reflection, guys. I think it's time for reflection. By the end of the autumn, the end of November, you'll be looking back and thinking, gosh, you know, I went through all that and now I can leave that all behind. That's what I feel. It's like you're looking back on what you've left behind and what you've actually endured and gone through, guys. But like I say, just bear in mind, it is a new phase for you at the end of the autumn period, and you are going to be more energised and going into a far better, you know, period when the winter comes. So I'm just going to tie this reading up, guys, now with my little bit of poetry. And when I was doing these readings, the chakra readings, I had like pop songs sort of come to me. So what I've done is I've put the links below of the actual song, because it was the lyrics I thought that tied in lovely. And I just thought, you know what, I'm going to put these links under, because it, you know, for you lot to listen to the actual song choice that I picked for you. And it was Andre Day's Rise Up, the song that I had for you. It's a lovely song. So like I say, if you have never heard the song before, just click the link below and have a listen to the lyrics. But my savant poetry was, your journey hasn't been an easy one, but now things are starting to change. As one chapter ends, a new one starts. Time to rearrange your life for the better, so go with the flow. Smile and embrace destiny as fate shows you the way to go. So like I say, it's just saying, yeah, your journey hasn't been an easy one, Libs, but things are going to start to change, and one chapter is going to end for you, to stop all this worry and, you know, getting yourself tied in knots over things. And you are going to get the answers, guys, as we go into, you know, over the autumn period. And you are going to go out feeling more energised and, you know, actually feeling alive for a change. So I hope, my lovely Libs, you can take something from that chakra read for the autumn period. I'll be doing my winter chakra reads at the start of December, which obviously covers December, January and February. So yeah, have a great autumn, and I'll look forward to reading for you next time. Take care then. Bye.